44 videos in, and I've had this overwhelming non-interest in the bags I use and the equipment I use. And today's video is going to talk about both. So let's get into it. Oh, I touched the screen. It's not a screen. I touched the lens, and now there's a fingerprint on the lens. Can't let that happen. There we go. All clean. Let's try this again. So I know what you're thinking. If nobody's asked you about the bags you use or the equipment you use, why on earth make a video about the topic? So it's a great question. And the reason is, when I first started getting into YouTube, I was watching all types of videos about kind of what was in people's bags, what types of bags they were using. And they were so far into creating content that the stuff they were using was well beyond what I needed as a novice. So I thought, for anybody out there that's just getting into this, this can serve as kind of a beginner's setup and maybe help you skip some of the purchases that you really don't need. Because I've made some purchases that, looking back, I probably would have done differently, but I'm figuring it out as I go. So this is kind of a beginner's how-to. So the first bag I purchased was this small little low pro bag, which was absolutely phenomenal for when I started. It's really tiny. It has a couple different compartments. And for me, I initially had the Lumix GH4 and a microphone. And that fit both of these things really well in this main compartment. And this was my kind of grab and go bag, and it worked great. But then when I upgraded to the Canon 6D Mark II and I added a drone to kind of the mix, I found I was carrying two bags. A bag with my camera, this fit the Canon 6D Mark II with the lens and the microphone, but then I needed a separate bag for my drone. And I didn't want to do that. I didn't want to carry two bags, so I removed this from the equation and I moved on to the Peak Design sling bag. This is the larger of the sling bags that Peak Design makes, and this thing is just design. It's gorgeous. The colors are great. It just all around, it's a really, really solid bag. So in the main compartment, I have it divided into 3 sections, and you can change this however you want. And also these dividers, they fold down so you can create like little shelves in there if you had to. But I have 3 compartments. The middle compartment's where I put the Canon, and I put it kind of lens down. And then on the left is where I'll throw the microphone, and on the right is where I throw the drone. So everything fits right in there really easily. On the top, you have this great little zippered pocket, and it has these dividers for batteries, and they're color coded. So you have 2 red, 2 black. So this really works well. And then on the front, you have this expandable pocket. If you pull these straps tight, this pocket is small and compact. If you loosen this, it expands, so you have a lot more room. And in here is where I store the Mavic Air remote control. On top of all that, down at the bottom with the straps, I put the Joby tripod under here and then pull this taut, and this thing just works great. It's got a handle on the back. I absolutely love this bag. I've been using it for about a month, and it's just really well made, really well designed, and it's probably the bag I use 90% of the time. Then I needed a bag for my larger trips when I go away for work or when we go on vacation, something that could house everything. The first bag I purchased was this North Face, and I think this is the Router Transit. This bag's great because it holds a ton of stuff. It's expandable, and as you can see, it's so big. There's so many different compartments in this bag that it was absolutely phenomenal. And it looks nice. It's not an ugly bag. This bag was great. The downside to this bag that I found was I was putting bags inside of bags inside of bags. So if I needed something, I had to unpack the bag to get to the camera or unpack the bag to get to the drone. So it just wasn't functional, and it wasn't easy to access all my stuff. So Love this bag. I still use it from time to time, but it's not my go-to anymore. The bag I purchased about 2 weeks ago was this Think Tank bag, which I think is just outstanding. Now, something I don't like about the bag is how it looks. It's just very boxy. It's very square, but I chose functionality over kind of aesthetic, and this houses everything. In the very front, I've got a slot for my 15-inch MacBook Pro. In front of that, there's a little compartment that's padded for an iPad. It's got compartments up here for like your wallet and your keys. And then in the main compartment, it's divided for all the equipment. And what I thought, I'll show you how I pack this, what that looks like, and we'll get into that now. So I'm editing my vlog. The dog won't stop making noises. You can't vlog with a dog in the background. It's constantly making noises. Lucy, you're making all kinds of noises. I'm trying to vlog. Can you keep it down? So I'm editing my vlog. I'm at the end and I realized I didn't have an ending. I just kind of got so excited about using this overhead shot and the concept I had for that. I have a new tripod, so I'm able to do that. I got so into that I didn't finish the vlog. Overall, you can see kind of the evolution of the bags I use, and ultimately the Peak design is the way to go for a quick grab and go bag. And then the Think Tank bag, while I don't like the way it looks, it's so extremely functional that it's great. So hope you enjoyed it. I'll see you next time. Get better, be better. See ya!